From about 114,000 naira or just $70, you can get this beauty, the Pop 9. A Tecno budget smartphone with class. It comes in either black or white, as should everything in life. I am not a fan of brands copying the iPhone design, but for this one, I will give an exception. Despite being an entry-level device, the Pop 9 has an impressive IP54 dust and splash rating, and that, my friends, is not the last bit of shocking news from the Pop 9. You see, it also comes with an IR blaster located right here for controlling your household electronics. So on the top is your camera and down here is your IR blaster. However, the location of it is somewhat questionable, seeing as you need to point the Pop 9 towards whatever you are trying to control, meaning you would have to hold it up this way for this to work. I'll leave you to the comments with that one. And also, Tecno claims it can support 4.5G networks and is faster than 4G. We'll see about that. Tecno further claims or promises 4 years of lag-free experience, which is what I think they mean by this 4 years plus lasting fluency on the packaging. A bubble I might just burst before the end of this video, so don't go anywhere. Also really cool on paper is that it comes with a 120Hz refresh rate. Good for you, Tecno. However, judging from my use of the Pop 9, I can tell you for free, it has a 90Hz refresh rate. I mean, a few of my fellow creators have noticed the same, which is still great for its price range. Let's not start slapping random numbers on specs now. For its design and build quality, the Pop 9 is surprisingly sturdy, feels good in hand, and not at all plasticky. I am impressed with its build quality, and for its design, I think it works. It looks really good, and I like it. But I'm still looking forward to an original design or concept from these brands. I mean, look what they did with the Phantom. Why stop being innovative in the design department? So, the Pop 9 has a 6.67 inches IPS LCD display with 720 pixels. Ouch! This is not necessarily me complaining considering its price point, but I would have rather had a 1080p display and shed off some or most of the gimmicks. Anyways, its display is decent and very usable. It however has just 500 nits of peak brightness, which is fine for the most part, but can get annoying outdoors and almost useless under direct sunlight. The Pop 9 has a plastic frame and body, and I love how it looks in white. Its power button doubles as its fingerprint sensor and it is quite responsive. A really big positive for the Pop 9. It supports a dual SIM setup with a micro SD card slot, has support for a 3.5mm earphone jack, and yes, it has dual speakers and loudspeaker capabilities, and it is pretty loud. Absolutely no concerns in the sound department. The Pop 9 has a USB Type-C port that supports 15 watts wire charging and OTG, which simply means you can connect other USB devices to the Pop 9, like flash drives. It has a 5000 mAh batteries, which on a device like this will last you a whole lot, since they usually won't be heavy usage with typical owners of budget smartphones. You can get the Pop 9 in 4 different variants. A 3 or 4 gig RAM with 64 GB storage variant, or a 3 or 4 gig RAM with a 128 GB storage variant, and the range between $70 to $80, which is about 114,000 naira to 128,000 naira. I strongly recommend you get the 4 GB RAM 128 GB storage variant, as I have experienced some lags with the version I have here, which is the 3 GB RAM 64 GB storage variant. This wouldn't be a shock to me at this price point, but with Tecno's promise of a 4-year lag-free experience, come on. Maybe my unit is the only one acting up. Who knows? On the processing side of things, the Pop 9 runs on Android 14 Go Edition on High OS 14 with a Unisoc T615 12nm chipset. So, the two areas the Pop 9 is more of a letdown in my opinion are its display resolution of 720p instead of 1080p and Android 14 Go instead of Android 14. If I were to get one upgrade from either, I would love an Android 14 Men Edition and wouldn't mind a sacrifice with the display. Android 14 Go Edition is a stripped down version of Android, which further reduces the capabilities of the POP 9. Android Go editions are usually used on devices with less than 3 gigs of RAM. So seeing as the Tecno POP 9 comes with at least 3 gigs to 4 gigs of RAM, Tecno should have at least used the stock Android version on this device. Let me know what you think about this, because what it means is no point playing any high graphics demanding games on this device. To really enjoy gaming, I hope you're a big fan of Candy Crush and Subway Surfers. Anything else would drive you insane. For its camera, the Tecno POP 9 has a 27mm 13 megapixels main camera and an 8 megapixels selfie camera with dual LED flashlights for both the front and back. It shoots videos at 1080p 30 frames per second. Pictures and videos are actually very commendable considering its specs. At its price point, it's a miracle we even get a camera at all, let alone a well-functioning one at that. To recap, the Tecno POP 9 has a decent build quality and questionable design choice depending on who you ask. Great battery life, not great but usable display, a slightly upgraded chipset from the POP 8, and a stripped down Android 14 with decent storage options and a very usable camera. So, who is this device for? First of all, if you can't afford anything better, then by all means, I mean, you don't have much of a choice. However, if you could afford something better, but just needed a second or alternate device with the sole purpose of surfing the internet, doing research with the help of Ella maybe, taking and making calls, then this is for you. Also, if you're looking to gift a younger one a phone, and I mean a teenager, or your parents on the older side, then this is perfect for them. I wish they did a few things differently, but I personally commend Tecno, and I think it is a beautiful device and a capable one for its price point. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any further tests I may conduct on the Tecno POP 9 and also any future review videos I may do on this channel. Leave me a like for effort, and if you want any slightly better options from the POP 9, watch this video right here or here or here. Watch this video right here. Thank you for your time. Till we see you again. Bye bye.